¡Coño! Cabrona. You wanna fuck with me?
Let's go find my husband.
In 2002, a traumatic event forever changes the life of Ava, a 14-year-old girl from Bridgeport, Connecticut. On a seemingly ordinary night, Ava wakes up in the middle of the night to the horrifying sight of two masked intruders brutally murdering her drug lord father. The sounds of the struggle fill the house, and in a desperate bid to protect herself, Ava grabs a shotgun and kills the two attackers in a violent, bloody confrontation. Though she manages to defend herself and take down the intruders, the trauma of witnessing her father's murder leaves an indelible mark on her psyche. 12 years later, after a tumultuous life and a long battle with drug and alcohol addiction, Ava gets married to Derek Grant, a wealthy man she met at Narcotics Anonymous meetings in Arlington. Together, they begin a new chapter of their lives. After their wedding, the newlyweds head to a Caribbean island for their honeymoon, where Derek's family owns a summer home. One evening, while exploring the island, they meet a young local named Manny, who invites them to a nightclub. The night takes a violent turn when Ava becomes embroiled in a fight with several clubgoers after an altercation with a local criminal, Big Biz.
Okay, Derek.
The following day, Manny invites Ava and Derek to experience a zip line called El Viudador, the Widowmaker, that spans a mile through the rainforest. Ava, who has a fear of heights, declines to ride, but Derek decides to go down the line. However, disaster strikes when Derek's harness breaks, causing him to fall to the ground.
Out there and help him.
Ava finds him unconscious and severely injured in the forest, but miraculously still alive. After being unable to accompany him in the ambulance, Ava races to the hospital, only to be told that Derek was never admitted. Desperate, she searches other clinics and medical facilities, but none have seen him. She then goes to the police to report him as missing, but when they investigate, the zipline owner denies being open the day of the accident and claims no knowledge of Derek. Determined to find her husband, Ava interrogates a man at the zipline, threatening him with violence to make him reveal Derek's whereabouts. However, the police catch her in the act, and Police Chief Garza orders that she be sent off the island.
Find my husband.
Officer Santos is going to take you back to Puerto Rico.
As she's escorted to a ferry, Ava seizes the opportunity, breaks free from her restraints, and jumps into the ocean to swim back to the island. Ava's search leads her to a confrontation with a man who drove Derek to the hospital in the ambulance. After a violent altercation, Ava interrogates him about Derek's whereabouts, but her pursuit of answers only leads to more danger, attracting the attention of the man's brother. In the ensuing chaos, Ava ends up killing one of them, which once again brings the police down on her. This time, Chief Garza orders her to be locked up in a local prison. But that night, while inside a police cruiser, Ava realizes that the officers are planning to kill her. In a desperate struggle, she frees her right hand from her cuffs and kills both officers. Ava then called Roman and demanded he meet her at his home. When he entered his daughter's room, he found Ava holding a gun to the sleeping child's head. Cornered, Roman broke down and admitted that Derek had died during surgery on the day of the zipline accident. He explained that he had covered it up because he owed a debt to Dr. Elber, the surgeon who performed the operation and had once saved his daughter's life. Garza explains that Elber made a critical mistake in treating Derek's injuries and ultimately begged Garza to cover it up to avoid the clinic's closure by the American government. Overcome with guilt, Garza takes his own life off screen, leaving Ava to deal with the aftermath. Back at Manny's house, Ava is devastated by the loss of her husband. After receiving comfort from Manny, she prepares to make her final move. Ava went to the hospital, attacked the receptionist who had lied to her, strangled her, and took her ID card. Disguised as hospital staff, she entered Dr. Elber's office and suffocated him with a plastic bag, demanding answers. Gasping for breath, he revealed that Derek had been handed over to a mobster named Silvio Lugo, who needed Derek's spinal marrow to treat his cancer. Using Elber's access card, Ava snuck into the operating room dressed as a nurse. She found Derek alive but in a wheelchair, moments away from surgery. She burst in with a gun, threatening everyone and rescuing her husband before the procedure began. They escaped through the emergency exit as Silvio's men opened fire. Ava then kidnapped Silvio at gunpoint and forced him to drive them away from the hospital. When his gang caught up, a fierce chase ensued. With help from Manny's texts guiding them, Ava and Derek reached a nearby village and hid there temporarily. Their safety didn't last long. Silvio's men tracked them down, surrounding Manny's house. A brutal shootout followed, and Ava and Derek killed the attackers one by one. Eventually, Silvio himself appeared, leading to a tense standoff as the villagers watched. Ava held Silvio hostage with a knife just as the police arrived. Silvio bribed the officers to arrest her, but moments later, Big Biz showed up and urged everyone to calm down, warning that more violence would harm the island's tourism.
Niños, cierren los ojos!
Pretending to mediate, Big Biz took Ava's knife, then suddenly stabbed Silvio to death with it. Big Biz then paid the police double what Silvio had offered and ordered them to release Ava and Derek immediately. He advised them to leave the island at once. The film ends with Ava and Derek boarding a speedboat, finally escaping the island together after surviving betrayal, corruption, and violence.